gasoline prices, used motor oil, and what project I finally made with all this pallet wood. That starts in 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, I'm Bill, Hill Country Prepper. Appreciate you guys checking out my channel. Remember the other day when I was talking about the gasoline prices around here where I live, and they were around $2.29.9 a gallon? The very next day, I'm not kidding, the very next day I drove by that same gas station over there and the price was $2.69.9 a gallon. Yeah, it had gone up 40 cents overnight. I looked around town, had to do some errands around town. I looked around and a lot of other places had also gone up 40 cents. Now that's just overnight. That does not make any sense why gasoline prices in this little bitty town around here would go up 40 cents a gallon overnight. Anyway, I did see some places around town where there was around $2.35 a gallon, $2.40 a gallon. All right, that's reasonable, I guess. We could afford to pay that. But that big jump like that was just crazy. I was on my way down to drop off some used motor oil, like you said. Like I said, I had changed the oil in a couple vehicles over the weekend. And you know, me being the good citizen that I am, I wanted to go make sure that I disposed of them properly. Now, the metro area that I live near to, supposedly because I'm a utility payer, I pay the city utilities and I pay the city water. I don't pay the gas. There's a little gas outlet here that takes care of our gas supply. And I don't have trash pickup because the city don't offer it here. Okay, so I have to contract with somebody else. Anyway, according to the website, and I've been doing this for years. This is not my first to go down to the hazardous waste disposal unit down in town. So I get there and I got my bill, because they say you got to have a recent bill, no older than 90 days old. Got to have your photo ID. So I have my driver's license. I have my bill. I just received it the other day, so I have my bill in hand. I drive up there in the line and I show them my bill. I said, yeah, I got some used motor oil and I got some used peanut oil left over from Thanksgiving from when I fried the turkeys. I want to drop this off. Well, he looks at it and he says, "Yeah, you don't qualify." What do you mean I don't qualify? So I've been dropping off oil here for years, and I mean like probably decades. And he looks at me and says, "No," says, "you don't have trash collection." I go, "I do, but it's not with the city because the city don't offer it." He says, "Well, you're not eligible because you don't pay the environmental waste fee or something like that." And I look at him and what's running through my mind, of course, now I'm thinking it, I ain't saying it, and I sure as hell ain't gonna do it. But I'm thinking, well, would it just be better if I just went and dumped it on the lot somewhere? Dumped it on the ground? But I didn't say it, and I wouldn't do it. But he says, "Well, I'll tell you what, friend, I'm going to help you out today, and I'm going to go ahead and take it. But next time you need to go down to the annual event, once a year, or if they offer somewhere on the other side of town where I can." So I'm supposed to accumulate my spent lube and my kitchen oils until once a year, and then drive down there on a Saturday and wait in line with my car running, spewing emissions out into the atmosphere just so I can, no, I don't know, I'm gonna have to find some kind of alternative. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but that's kind of how my week's gone. If you're getting any information out of this, why don't you guys go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe right now. I'd appreciate that. Be sure and ring that notification bell too. That way you'll get notified each and every time I upload some new content. And I hear that the YouTube algorithm likes it when you do that. So once you do those 3 things for me, I would appreciate it. Like I said, I was going to tell you about my project that I did with some of the pallet wood that I got out here. Before I do that, I want to kind of run something by you. I've got a friend that I've been keeping in touch with for quite a while now. They live over in Houston, and we've been texting back and forth. And when I was in London a couple weeks ago, We were texting back and forth, and you know, they knew I was going to be back, you know, the next day, which was a Friday. And they said, hey, well, listen, I'll give you a phone call on Monday. Okay, yeah, that's good. That way I can get home, give me time to get settled in, and yeah, that's fine. So Monday's good. Give me a call on Monday. We hadn't talked in a while. And Monday comes around and didn't hear from him. Didn't get a text, didn't get a phone call, didn't get nothing. And you know, and I wasn't feeling good. I was kind of coming, getting over what I caught over that way. You know, so that's fine. I said, yeah, I'll probably hear from him here, you know, in a few days, you know. Another week goes by. I ain't heard squat. No phone call, no text. Hey, sorry, been busy. Forgot about it. Blah 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 blah. Nothing like that. Nothing at all. And I'm thinking, it's like, well, hell, what kind of friend is this? Or is this even a friend at all? And sure enough, yesterday I get a text, and I'm like, huh. So I just kind of let it sit there and stew for a while. And I respond to it this morning, hey, yeah, you know, that's nice. And they go like, oh, hey, can I call you today? Well, nah, I'm busy. Maybe after the holidays, after New Year's, we'll see. They're like, okay, Merry Christmas. And I'm thinking, you know, for somebody that says they're a friend of mine, and I really thought was a friend of mine, I'm really starting to wonder, you know, if that's all I matter. Apparently I don't matter. You know, if that's all I mean is I don't know what I mean to you. So, you know, I'm gonna write it off. You know, if we catch up and communicate, we catch up and communicate. I ain't gonna worry about it. But now, what you have been waiting for is the project that I made out of some of this pallet wood. Let me show you. Now, before I do, you gotta promise me you ain't gonna laugh, because it ain't much. All right, there it is. This little box is what I made out of the pallet wood. And if it looks like a wine case, that's kind of what it's crafted after. What it is for, my wife keeps some kindling twigs and small branches for use in our chimenea on our back patio, and it was actually in an old wine case, cardboard wine case, and of course it's literally fallen apart. So I looked at it and I said, you know, I can do better than that. So what I did, I just took some of the pallet wood and I cut it down and put me a couple real cheap and easy handles on the side, and put me a little bottom in there, and put me some dividers. I like the way those turned out. I think those look really nice. Anyway, this thing's like 12 inches tall, and I think 18 inches wide, and about 8 inches deep. But yeah, you know, I think it turned out pretty good. You can see the underneath, pretty dang sturdy. Got out my table saw, my chop saw, little hand tools and gadgets, and this is what I kind of came up with. Let me put the kindling in it. I'll let you see what that looks like so you can kind of see what the purpose is. So we are going from this, we'll put all that into there. Man, oh man, that looks so much better. Look how organized that is. All nice and neat. All right, let me know what you think about that project, and give me some more suggestions on what you think I can do with some of that pallet wood. That is, besides send it to you, Jake. I got use for it, buddy. You guys have a Merry Christmas.